Shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakak Fadash. Double honor to apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone that rule well and that have been teaching us in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you, Akim, that's been out there pushing the truth and sincerity and enduring to this thing in. Shalom to you, sisters that's listening in sincerity and quietness. With the brother Urala Ah from Children of Light. Come back at you with another lesson, and past these couple of days, I've been seeing, and I actually got inspired because I've been seeing brothers post up, the recent current events that have been happening, since these holidays, 4th of July and so forth. The more so focus on Jake, catching judgment out here, even going back to the whole Pride parade and so forth, like a lot of things have been going on. People dropping left to right. And I was sitting here. I was also watching videos, on social media. You see Jake post up like fight videos at events, man. And then just spirit just came to me like put something together, to give those, coming in this thing to understand why us the prophets, starting with the elders, the elder apostles, a great millstone, on down to the brothers in GMS, on down to affiliate camps that teach in the same doctrine, to why we have to be out here and tell our people, the wickedness they doing, man. Because first of all, it's a commandment. It's an order given to us by Yahweh Shai. So when you come into the thing and be a prophet, this is a duty. This is what we're supposed to do. And when you go out, when you see these things that Jake be doing, you understand more why, like, the wickedness that Jake do. You understand more why we have, like, why Yahweh Bashim Shai want us out there and trying to wake our people up, So I don't want to drag it too long. I want to go in these scriptures and hopefully edify y'all, So we're going to start off with Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And says, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, which consist of the blacks, the Latinos, the Native American and Indian descents, the 12 tribes. It's a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me, and that's what happened. That's why we're in that's ultimately why we're in the condition that we're in, because we rebelled against the Most High Yahweh Shai, But now the Lord send the prophets back out there to go get his people again, man. He says they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day, It says, for they are impudent children, stiff-hearted, which it's like another word saying like they're hard-headed, It says, I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai. And whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. See, so when we go out on these highways and byways, and you see us brothers out there standing on the corners, whether we had a park outside downtown on the corner, wherever you see the prophet said, man, this is what we've commanded to do. And it says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they forbear, they are a rebellious house, right? Because Jake is rebellious, and if you look on, you can find out a lot of what the wickedness of what Jake be doing when you be on these social media network, man. I don't just go in there just to be seeing friends, family that, I still keep in contact with. But I also pay attention to the things that Jake be doing, the wicked shit that Jake be doing in the world. I see a lot of events when Jake throw these, like, have get-togethers. They always break out in a fight. Or somebody getting shot. Like recently, I seen brothers make videos about the recent event that just happened with Mellow Bucks, but which is in Chicago, and which a lot goes on down there. Even wherever Jake is at, is gonna be some with too many Jake is at, it's gonna be some wicked shit happen. Someone gonna get killed, fight gonna break out, and then you always see these fight videos of the women going at it, they fighting, then their clothes coming off and so forth. But they don't see when the prophets are stand out there trying to get them get them the kingdom, which is what we doing. They forsake it. They don't hear it. That's why the scriptures say, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So they don't want to get this truth. It says, yes, so they know that there have been a prophet among them, and that's gonna take place for when a lot of these prophecies, which some of them about waking up now, hey, some of them got to be seen like, oh man, this what them guys out there on the highway and byway is saying, this shit is happening now. Excuse my language. But when they see, especially when Esau bring hell down and bring that sea hip out, that's when they're gonna know that there have been prophets among them. Whether they in your family, we got family members, best friends, people in the world that you gave the truth to that were close to you. They once they see like, man, oh man, that's what he was saying. They gonna understand, and that's our whole duty. That's what we out here for, man. We out here to give our people the kingdom, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because once you get this knowledge, you get the understanding of it, you start living righteously according to the scriptures, to your best abilities, and keep the faith. We get delivered up out of here, man. And that's what we out here doing, Because the scriptures say, matter of fact, I want to go to this is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So, hey, that's self-explanatory. We out there telling them, hey, you going off, whether you into witchcraft, you into these gangs, going out there even to these wicked ass parties, man. Because them parties be nothing but full of wickedness in there. A lot of adultery, fights, killings, the I call them the letter people, the alphabet people, the transforming. You see all that out there, man. It's everywhere, So when we out there, we sparing nobody. We lifting up our voice like a trumpet. We out there speaking to our people and trying to get them to come back to be righteous under Yahweh Shai, So I'm going to jump from there. Matter of fact, because I'm going to go into this was going to happen if we didn't do our job, And not only we, and when we passionate in this thing, not only are we in fear, we're doing this because we're doing this out of fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. We want to be delivered, man, and we want to be back. We want our power to come get us, and we're not trying to catch the judgment that he's gonna bring. And not only that, when you learn the things about what Esau done to our people, for them to end like the way they are, man, you're gonna want to go out there and wake them up, man. So this say this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel, which that roll represents these scriptures, It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. Because when you get the truth, man, and find out that you're an Israelite, you're chosen of the Most High, the one that created the whole universe, including yourself. It says, once you get all that, this is what you got to do. He said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, right? Because we speak the same language they speak, whether they the northern tribe or even the southern tribe, like Benjamin and Levi. You got brothers in camps that come from the other tribes. So the language we're not coming out there speaking in no church tongue and all that uh witchcraft bullshit they be doing in the churches. We coming out there speaking clear to the language that they can understand. It says, but to the house of Israel, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose word thou cannot understand. Surely I had sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee, but the house of Israel will hearken unto thee, would not, Salakim, but the house of Israel would not hearken unto thee, for they would not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are imputed and hard-hearted. And that's how it always been. The Lord always sent prophets throughout history. He always sent the prophets to prophesy to Israel to turn from their wicked ways. And even unto this day, they still do the same thing, And, man, this plays that part that this is why we have to go out there, But ultimately, only the 1/3, the elect, is gonna get this and follow the true path of Yahweh Shem Shai. 2/3 is gonna get destroyed, But this is just to give you edification on why we, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting with the apostles of the Great Millstone on down, is going out there to teach this word. And this is what you got to understand coming into this, that Jacob is gonna be hard. They gonna be hard. They don't want to take heed to what you're saying. Or what you doing. Y'all need to get off those corners. So I want to go from there to it's like it. Bear with me. I don't know why I can't see it, but I know it's right there in my face. Here we go. Isaiah chapter 59 verse 7. This Isaiah chapter 59 verse 7 says, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destructions are in their path. I'm gonna read that again. It says their feet run to evil. Meaning, like I was just saying, they speak against getting this knowledge and becoming righteous under Yahweh Shem Shai. They're quick to run to evil. That's why you got people that when around out here in Chicago, they had the Pride Parade. Salaki, excuse me from stuttering and so forth. They out there at the Pride of Chicago. I was hearing this and seeing this on social media. I wish I could pull it up for y'all, but it's on my other phone. I got to search for it, go days back to all that. But yeah, people was out there. They partying, dancing on top of cars. Fights broke out. But the ultimate thing is, where did everybody run to? To the Pride Parade, man. And ultimately, that's wickedness, man, because y'all already know what the Pride Parade is about. We ain't got to go into details. They run to evil to go celebrate that. It was throughout that whole month of June. That's all they've been celebrating, man. Any turn up that got to do with Jake, mostly Judah, it comes out to being wicked, man. There's gonna be a fight, a shooting. It's always some type of drama. Even if that didn't happen, it's always some type of drama. You be around somebody. Did you see with such and such this that? It may not even happen that day. It's gonna happen the next day or whatever. All I'm saying is, Jake is quick to go do evil. They plot of who they gonna go fight when they get there. Like it says, their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. And it says it's like, let me go back. It says their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. And like what just happened with Mellow Slaki, with Mellow Bucks, whatever her name is. They hasted to do evil, and they hasted to shed innocent blood, man. They went out there and shot people, which that also could be their judgment. Which it is ultimately, it is a judgment, you know. There ain't no coulda. It's a judgment, but it's to show you that Jake is swift to go do evil, and they quit to go kill. That's you got these the YNs. You know, that's the new label that Esau came up with to be able to label Jake. They can label you now with new words. With proverbs and was a proverb and byword. Now we YNs, you know. That's how they label the young Jake that's out here crazy, and it's a spirit behind that. What the most thing you see is when you hear YN is a young Israelite, or which I want to say black kid with a ski mask on, some dreads, and he probably got a hoodie on. Most likely got a gun tucked on him in all seasons of the weathers. You know, they already shaped Jacob to be that. You know, and what they quick to do, they quit to go kill. Okay, so their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, adultery, murder, what all type of wicked, even worshiping other guys, man. It says waste and destructions are in their path, and that's what they do. They destructive. Whenever something event, you know, y'all know how it is when you be around, you know, an event coming in your city or a party. They just open up a new club or something, or some back in the day, and who be the one that mess it up? Israelite. It be Jake. Jake being there and came in there and fucked the whole thing up. It be a little vibe for a little minute, and then here comes some shit that broke out. Either it was to get shots or fight happened. Then you damn man. What the number one thing Jake said? You can't have nothing around niggas. Cause it says wasting and destruction are in their path. It's in the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths, wheresoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Right? You continue to follow that wicked way, you never gonna know peace, man. The scriptures say, do no evil. That's matter of fact, that's beautiful. That's in the Apocrypha. Bear with me. I'll grab it on my scripture, my book. This is Sirach 7:1. It says, do no evil, so shall now no harm come unto thee. Right? That's the self-explanatory. Do no evil, no harm gonna come unto you. So you stay on the righteous path, you gonna avoid all that, man. And that also includes separating yourself from these niggas out here, man. When I say that, I'm talking about the men and women. Because that's a spirit within itself. That nigga mindset, because that's all they want to do. The hood, that's a demonic spirit. Being a YN, demonic spirit. Being a baddie bitch, the demonic spirit. Excuse my language. You know? It says, whosoever goes should not know peace, and they don't know peace because they always got to opt. And they always, when they go outside, Jay got to always watch they back. Was we got to watch out for everybody in the righteous spirit, because we dealing with spirits in high places. Jake is into it with each other, and they got to watch out for each other. They ops gang members and so forth. There's no peace in that, you know. It says the way of peace they know not, and there's no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goes therein should not know peace. And so like I did jump the gun earlier, but this is what happened, and this is why we have to go out here and tell Jake, and we gotta go out here and search. We're only searching for the elect out of the 12 tribes, but we gotta let everyone know, because the scriptures say, "Cry loud and spare not." So then the scripture also say whether they hear for beer, whether it's a YN that walked past the camp and he hear us speaking. And you know, the scriptures say, "Be not dismayed at their, you know, they looks." How they look at you, because he made his head harder, made our head harder than theirs, you know. So we out there in spirit, whether they try to sit there mean mug, so forth, hey, that's not gonna move us, because we come in the spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai, and we out here bringing this word, whether you get it or not. You may be a YN that get this truth, and then you break out of those wicked ways and come into this. No, but matter of fact, that scripture is going into it because we got a job to do. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." Right? That's a commandment, man. That's an order. It says, "When I say unto the wicked," which I'm talking about our people, the Israelites, "Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaking to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man should die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand." Right. So if we don't give them warning, if we didn't go out there and go teach, and we got this knowledge, the truth, and we don't go out there and go wake and give it to our people and wake them up, their blood is on our hand, man. So we're gonna catch judgment after that, and they're gonna also die for being in their wicked way, but we're also gonna be destroyed as well. It says, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he should die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." Right, so that's why we out there, man. That's the scripture said, whether they here for beer, because then they gonna know that prophet been among them, and then hey, what we got to say? Oh, your blood is off my hand. I did what I was commanded to do to save my life. Verse 20, I'll read verse 20. It says, "Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, now lay a stumbling block before him, he should die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he should die in his sin, and in his righteousness which he have done should not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand." Right, so the correction, when if a brother go off, you gotta correct him. If he don't, the Lord lay a stumbling block on him that he go away, he's also gonna. If you haven't warned him, then his blood is on your hands, But the point was at 19, so Salaki for that. But that's included too. But the point was at 19 because we focused on Jake out here, So that's why we're out here, the prophet. So you're getting the understanding of why we have to be on the highways and byways for those who's coming in new, And this is what we have to do. So I'm gonna bring this last scripture. Since y'all ain't taking heed, man, this is what the Lord said is gonna happen. And it said this in Proverbs 1:20. Chapter 1, verse 20 says, "Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets." And how's wisdom cried now? Because the prophets are out there, speaking this word. It says she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates, in the city she uttered her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" And you simple ones is talking about Jake, because the scriptures say that my people are sottish children; they have no knowledge of me. So that's what makes them simple. That's why this is why Jake is doing the things. They became a degenerate people. They doing the wickedness that they do because they have no understanding or no knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai and his word. It says, "And the scorners delight in their scorning," the ones who come up and speak against us, make fun of us, talk they shit. It says, "And fools hate knowledge," and that's what it ultimately is. They hate Jake hate knowledge. Jake hate the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. They go grab knowledge from these other Muslims and other these other religions out here that they got, but they don't want to get to the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, "Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproofs." Right, so you rejected his judgment, man. In his rebuke, he's for correction, to get you back on the right path. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity and will mock when your fear cometh. Right? So I'm going to let the scripture speak. It says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, the destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. This is going to happen when all your destruction, when all hell break loose and your end come. Listen, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They should seek me early, but they should not find me. So when your judgment come upon you, destruction come upon you, it's gonna be too late to call on you. How about Shai, man? Because you should have took heed when you first walked past that camp, and instead of scoffing, you should have just sat there and took this word, man. It says, hey, what happened? Your end came. It says, verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. It said, they would of none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So when you stuck, you want to continue being wicked, you're going to die in your wickedness, man. That's what's ultimately going to happen. And then it's going to be too late to call on Yahweh Shai. And that's what the prophets are set here for, to go out there and show, like the scripture says, show my people their transgression. We out here to wake up the elect of our people. We already got to understand that 2/3 are going to be out there, but we're commanded to keep doing this until the end come, man. All right? So I didn't mean to drag that out. Spirit's just on me. And I hope y'all been edified. Until the next time, I say shalom.